my blessings, I'm back here with another video. This video is about mistakes that we can make as teachers. Whether you're a first year teacher going into this school year or whether you're a veteran teacher, these are some mistakes that I feel like as teachers we can make. So I put them in my phone just so that I would not miss them. There's 5 of them right now that I feel like are very important at the moment. And so the first mistake that I want to talk about is never leaving school. And what I mean by never leaving school is, I mean you get up, you get to school, you're prepping for the day, you teach all day, then school is out and you're staying through the evening working. You're working until the custodians are basically kicking you out saying it's time for you to go, or the school's being locked up, it's time to go. That's what I mean. I made this mistake my first 5 years of teaching. I would go to work and I would get there early, teach, stay late, go home, basically just eat, sleep, and get up and do it all over again, feeling like I'm gonna catch up. I am. One day I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna get it all together. Everything is gonna be all ready and all prepped and all this. And in reality, it does not happen. I don't care what anybody tells you. You can never have it all together. It's never going to be that way. There are going to be many days where you feel like you have it all together and everything is flowing. You'll have many days like that. But there is not one day or one school year where every single day everything is going to be prepped, ready to go. Everything's flowing. You're all caught up. I've never experienced that as a teacher. And I don't think anybody has ever experienced a whole solid school year where you have everything caught up, everything ready to go, everything flows. Like, no, that's not reality. So I'm here to tell you that that is a big mistake by you staying late, coming in early, and just spending all your time working in your classroom. Give yourself a set time where, you know what, this is what I need to do and I'm done at this time. Set your phone alarm. Like, I put my phone on a timer and that's how much time I have to get some stuff done. And once that's done, I'm out of here. Use your planning time wisely. Anytime you have little tidbits of time where you can do something to help you for the next day or for the afternoon when school is out, so you don't have to stay after school longer to do that. But set yourself up a time and make sure you're not spending all your time in that classroom day in and day out, because trust me, you will burn out so quickly and so fast. I know for me personally, I became depressed doing that, and it was a very sad time. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I wasn't myself. I was very depressed and it took a toll on me. And then, one day God just woke me up and I just, by the grace of God, I got over that, and I realized that it doesn't all get done, and it's totally okay. It's okay that it doesn't all get done. It's okay. Trust me when I tell you that. So please don't make that mistake of just devoting all your time to work, and no play, no fun, no self-reflect time, no relaxed time. Just don't make that mistake, whether you're a beginning year teacher, whether you're a veteran teacher. All right, that's my first mistake I feel like us teachers make. Mistake number 2 is writing an email versus a phone call. I know writing an email to parents may seem like it's easier. You don't have to deal with calling and talking on the phone and spending time on the phone, because let's face it, there are some parents you call them and they just want to go on and on and on and on. You're like, look, I just want to tell you this little situation and I'm ready to get off this phone. I get it. However, you have to be careful on your emails. You don't want to send too much information to a parent through email. You don't know what parents are saving what. You just don't know what's going on. So you don't want to put a child's grading information, I feel, in an email, or behavior issues in an email, because you just don't know later on down the road if a parent can come back and start some legal action based on an email that you sent. Okay, just a second. This is Mama Bear. Okay, love, sorry about that. That was Mama Bear call. But I highly, highly suggest that you call. Make the phone call, because sometimes our emails can have a tone that isn't intentional, and you know, a parent might feel a certain type of way, and vice versa. I just feel like it's easier to just pick up that phone and just talk to that parent and just explain what's going on, whether it's positive or negative. Just because I feel like sometimes an email can be misconstrued and a parent get offensive, and sometimes emails can get caught up into a legal case, and you just want to protect yourself as much as possible. So unless it's something quick, like with the emails that I send quick emails that are just basically to the point about something, maybe a reminder about something if I don't send it in Remind. But because Remind only has 140 characters. So if it's something more that I need to explain to parents about what's going on at our school, in our classroom, then I'll send an email. But if it's something personal that I feel like I need to talk to a parent about grades, about behavior, whatever, I usually just pick up the phone and call. And yes, it does take a little bit more effort. And yes, you do get parents that want to get on the phone and tell you their life story. And you're just like, I just want to explain this to you because I want to go home. I get it. But you won't regret making that phone call versus that email when it comes to talking about certain things, okay? Next, let's see, mistake number 3. Let's see. Okay, mistake number 3. Only contacting parents with negativity. So this is a big mistake that I feel like teachers can make, that, you know, the only time you contact a parent is when there's a problem, something wrong, something going on academically, something going wrong behaviorally. I feel like it's important that we also communicate with parents with positive news, positive behavior. I do something called love calls. I'll put a card up here. I did a video on it, and it's about how I like to call parents with a love call, because a lot of times parents will call, or you'll call a parent and they'll say, uh-oh, what is it? Or, oh no, Miss May, you know, and it's like, no, this isn't negative news. This is something positive. I just feel like parents are so burned out and burned down and feel defeated because their child is they're always getting negative phone calls about their child. So try to balance it out, and I would try to do more positive phone calls versus negative. I mean, you have to call and let a parent know. That's one thing I don't like to do, is sugarcoat to parents. I like to keep it real and 100 academically and behaviorally, but I also like to produce as many positive phone calls, positive notes home as I can. That's very, very important to me. So please don't make that mistake in just calling parents when it's just negative. Yes, parents need to know when things are going wrong. That's very important. You have to keep it real. But when you're just that person that's just the Debbie Downer, always bringing the negativity, I mean, let's face it, parents aren't going to want that. And also, when you're calling parents with positivity as well as things that aren't so positive, you're building a relationship with that parent. It's so important to build those positive relationships with your parents. So that's another mistake that I'm going to say, mistake number 3. Don't just call all the time with negative news. Mistake number 4, I feel like teachers can make, is not reaching out for help. So whether you're a brand new teacher or a veteran teacher, it is important that when you need help, you need to reach out for help. I mean, that's what we're all there for, to help each other, support each other, be there for each other. I know some people want to look like and make it seem like they have it all together, and I don't need help, and I know how to do this, and I know how to do that. Oh, you did that, I did it this way. Like, I understand, because I've worked with people that have that kind of attitude. But even those people need help. They can front and put on this facade like I got it together all they want to, but trust me, we all need help. You need people that you can go to for support. Because if you pretend like you just have it all together and you don't need any help, you're gonna be very, very sad, and you're gonna be very, very lonely. And it's not gonna be a good working environment for you when you're in your classroom. If you need help, and when you need help, ask for help, because there are so many people in your building that are willing to help. Yes, we have people in our buildings that don't want to help, or that don't have time, or feel like you asking for help means that you're beneath them. I get that, but you find those positive people that are willing to help you. I know in my school, I'm that person. If somebody needs help, I want them to come to me and ask for help. I have people in my building that I go to that I know if I need help with something, I can go to them and not feel so small. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's a mistake that we make, that we don't go for help, because sometimes you might not be able to find that person on your team. You might have to venture off to a different team, and that's okay. But don't forget, don't make that mistake and not ask for help. It's so important. All right, so the last mistake that I feel like us teachers can make, because I've been here before too, is focusing on that one kid. You know, that one kid that is that behavior problem that just disrupts the classroom, focusing on that one kid constantly, and not realizing or remembering, understanding that you have 20 plus other kids in your classroom, or however many kids you have, but kind of forgetting about them because they need you just as much as that one kid needs you. It's important that you find that balance, of, you know, dealing with the one kid and making sure you're dealing with all your other fabulous students. So don't get caught up and burn yourself out and have your mind going crazy just focusing on that one kid. Yes, that one kid needs you, but you have your other group of kids who need you just as much too. So try and find that balance. It goes along with mistake 4, asking for help, how you can get that balance. So those are my 5 mistakes that I feel like teachers make. Anyways, my blessings, I just wanted to share a little bit of info for you, a little help before this beginning of the school year. I know many are already decorating their classrooms. I don't report back until August the 12th, so I'm not in my room yet. I'm just kind of getting my mind right and mapping things out and making my to-do list on what I need to buy and organize and all that good stuff. So I will leave you like I always do in every single video. Don't forget to always pray, because God will truly always make a way. I love you guys. Bye.